Hey guys, this is Joseph. Just came back from CES. There was a lot of things that I wanted to eat there, and you know, I want to eat technology. It tastes good. I'm not gonna eat stuff, and I'm gonna show you the Ubuntu phone. I'm waiting for it to stop recording. I guess it's working now. Okay, I can say everything.
The Ubuntu desktop is the first desktop to provide the greatest level of focus on your content. And we wanted to extend that to the phone, particularly on a phone where you don't have a huge amount of screen real estate. So here you can see we break down our list of pictures and videos on a day-by-day basis. And then it's really easy to scroll left and right. It's a very organic interface. So for example, we can load an image here. And I talked about how the left side is used to load applications. This is where your frequently used apps are used. The bottom edge is where we have controls that apply to the currently used app. If I slide up here, we can then see buttons that relate to the gallery app that I've got open right here. There's no need for us to have a menu button, a hardware menu button that's clogging up the phone, clogging up the experience. It's dead easy to just access that functionality there. So, for example, I can tap share, and then I can share my picture on Facebook or Twitter or Now, one of the other things that we saw in our user testing before we built the phone was, how many of you have got Android phones? Yeah? And how many of you got iPhones? No one else really counts. So, one of the things that we found was configuring your phone is a pain, because you'll be using an application and you need to change something, and you'll have to get out of your app, go to your list of applications, select the settings, guess which category your configuration option lives in, try that category, get it wrong, go back to the list of categories, find it, configure it. And we have to do that. We found that most people who use phones have a very common set of things that they want to configure. I'm traveling. I want to select a new wireless network. I want to change. I want to select a new Bluetooth device. I want to change the date and time because I'm in a new location. Those kinds of things. This is what the top edge of the screen's for in Ubuntu. So I'm using my gallery application. I don't need to get out of this. I can just slide down, and I can slide left and right, and select whichever area I want to configure, such as my battery, such as my networks. It's available right there at the top of the screen, just a quick slide. The other thing as well that you'll notice is on the left side we've got this little blue envelope. This is what we call a messaging menu. This is something we have on the desktop as well. So if I slide this down, we found that, you know, as I mentioned earlier on, currently on phones you have to use your Facebook application to access Facebook, Twitter, and all of these different networks and methods of communication that are scattered around. We want them in one place. So here in Ubuntu we have the messages view, which you can just slide down. This provides a chronological list of all of the messaging that's going on with people you know. It brings together phone calls, SMSs, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, anything else that you're going to want access to. And you can respond to these messages from there as well. There's no point having to have all of these different applications. The final, so I talked about the left edge is where we access our favorite applications. The bottom edge is where we access functionality that relates to our particular application that we're using right now. The top edge is for our settings. The final edge on the right is when we're going to solve the problem of multitasking. I think most of you are probably the same as me. You have 3 to 5 apps that you use on a regular rotation. It's usually email, a web browser, some form of Angry Birds or Cut the Rope, and something else. We tend to flick between these applications pretty regularly. Multitasking on iPhones and Android is a little bit cumbersome. And we figured you just want to swipe between them. That's how it should work. And that's what the right edge is for. So I can swipe to my camera, back to my gallery, swipe between pictures in my gallery, and then to the edge, I can swipe between my applications. If I want to get back to the home view on the phone, then I can just do a big swipe from left to right. Right there, right there. And that's basically how have the Ubuntu